Hi, we need to talk about something. When I started my booktube channel half a year ago, I decided to make a TBR for 2026. So I put 26 books on there because what fun! 26 books for 2026, right? Fun? This is the stack of books that I have read that were on that TBR. I'm doing great. I just want to give a bit of an update. So here is my book journal, reading journal, whatever you want to call it, and you can see that a few of the books have stars on them. I haven't yet updated it, so right now I think there are only 2 stars. There should be 4, I think, maybe 5. Let's just get into that right away. So I have read Funny Story, and it was actually a 5 star or 4? I think, no, actually 5 star. So this was a smart choice to put on that TBR. Then I have also read The Vegetarian, a very weird book, and I gave it 4 stars, I think. Very interesting, but definitely very odd. So maybe read some trigger warnings before getting into it, because it's crazy. Also read The Baby Dragon Bakery. I think this is the second in a series, and I already bought The Baby Dragon Bookshop. It's a very enjoyable, cutesy, a little bit spicy series, which, okay, from this cover, you would not expect it to be spicy, so be warned. But I really enjoyed it. And then one book that I kind of misplaced, I don't know where it is, but it's Days at the Morosaki Bookshop. I really enjoyed that book, and I also bought the second book. I think maybe I have that. I can show you. This is the second book, More Days at the Morosaki Bookshop, but that's not what we're here to talk about. That's not even on my TBR. So I got to 4 books out of the 26. Let's just do a little bit of a recap on what books I have left. Because honestly, the first time I filmed this video, I didn't yet have this new phone, I didn't have a microphone, it was really bad quality. And I just wanted to give a bit of an update and maybe figure out what my plan is on how to actually get to these books. I thought I could stack them and then show you, but I don't think I can. You know what? Give me a sec. I'll figure it out. I didn't figure it out. This is the stack. Um, I'm gonna put them down and just get into it one by one. They're kind of in view. I have the Twice That King, and I think I want to get to this after summer because it's sci-fi Warhammer 40k, as you can see. It just doesn't really feel very summer vibes to me. So but I need to get to it this year. So I can't say December because I'm not gonna put all the. Should I make a chart? Should I take this very seriously? What months do we have left? I'm gonna. You know what? I am gonna take this seriously. Let's make a little bit of a schedule. Okay, I wrote down the 6 months. Very tiny, but you can see. And we're just gonna make sure I get to all these books. So I am gonna assign months, and I'm gonna try not to put too much in December because that will be the month when, if I didn't read anything, I can pick up one of those that I didn't get to. That's the plan. So July and August are kind of summer. September, October, fall, November, December, winter. Is that how it works? Winter starts in December. It doesn't matter. We're going off of vibes. There's no spring. So if there's a book that's giving spring, it needs to go to summer. I'm gonna talk to you about something that is not at all related. You can skip to this. I'll talk about books again. But here's the thing. I have my minor in photography that starts next year in the beginning of the school year. Very excited about it. My plan was to do one retake of a test during that minor, and then in the third and fourth period I would do all my retakes of tests, and then I would start the 5th year doing my last internship. They changed the whole program, and now the tests and also the lessons that were in the third and fourth period are moved to the first and second period. That's too much to do a minor and like 4 retakes and a group project. I can't do all of that in one period. So if I were to do that, then I wouldn't be able to read. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just do the retakes later, or I don't know. We'll see. I'll try one of the retakes at least, but I'm going to also give myself some time to read. So, again, the Twice That King, I think maybe October. Yes, it's giving October. Okay, then we got The Butterfly Room. This is giving summer. So I guess July or August. It's so big. Okay, but maybe I should just get to it. So July. I don't really know what this book is about, but it's by Lucinda Riley, and she's one of my favorite authors because she read the Seven Sisters series, and I really adored that. So don't know what this book is about, but like her writing style. We've got Flawless. To be honest, I'm not really excited to get to this one. I have other romance books that I'm more excited about. I guess maybe I'll put it in November. There Are Rivers in the Sky. This feels like quite a serious book. It will make you think, cry, rage, and hope. Okay. In Victorian London, an extraordinary child is born at the edge of a dirt-black Thames, when his brilliant memory earns him a spot as an apprentice at a printing press. The world opens up far beyond and slumps and across the seas. Ooh, sounds interesting. I kind of want to get to it this summer, but okay, this is not working. Let's. Okay, I have got the Honey Witch, which is definitely fall. So I think September. September is also the month in which it's my birthday, my birth month. That sounds crazy. How do you say that? It's my birthday in September. Let's just say it like that. So I'm just gonna look at the books right now and see what's giving birthday vibes. Yeah, I do think I also want to get to Happiness for Beginners no, I want to read this summer. Why am I being so indecisive? I don't know. The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting by Ivana Lynch is definitely a book I want to get to as soon as possible. So I might even take this with me on my holiday. That's going to be July. Oh, I've got Tales from the Cafe, but that's actually one that we're going to be reading for my book club, so I have to get to this in July. In August, I want to get to Harry Potter and the Methods of Irrationality. And I just feel like Mary Jane is also a summer book, so I'm going to put that in August. I wanted to say we have 8 books left right now, but that's not true because there are also some books that I don't yet own, which are Stephen King, Billy Summers, Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree, Curse of the Wolf King by Tassonia Odette. I've been wanting to buy it, but I feel like I'm gonna love it, so I want to buy the hardback, which is something that's fun to do on my birthday, so I will put that down in September. And then there's also My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming, which is a book I don't think you're able to actually buy. It's like 50 pages or something. But Kimberly Lemming is my favorite author. So I will be putting that down in September. And then I've also got The Keeper of Magical Things by Julie Leong. I really like The Teller of Small Fortunes. It is kind of fall, but I know I'm gonna love it, so I also want to put it in September. Which would mean I have quite a busy reading month, but fine with me. Oh, I should also tell you, I am currently listening to The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, and that's also on my TBR. So I'm already getting to that one this month. Okay, Stephen King, I feel like that's good for either November or December. November, because I need to stick to my plan and not put too much in December. December, whatever. I am gonna put Bookshops and Bone Dust in December because I feel like it's kind of a Christmas vibe. Although it's not at all, but that's what I'm linking it to, and I'm excited to read it in December. I have no space left. I don't know why I thought like 2 lines would be enough in 1 month. That's not. Can I calculate? That's not how this works. Am I gonna redo this? I mean, I will, but am I gonna do it right now? No, I won't. Yeah, I will. Let's redo it. Make it look nice. No, make it look organized. Okay, yeah. Don't look at my handwriting. Don't look at anything because it's not making any sense. But at least I can now put down the other books in the same month. We've got this brick. It's A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I feel like I need to get to this in August because it's continuing a series, and if I'm not going to get to it pretty soon, then I'm going to forget what the other books were about. It's still pretty, I know what they were about, so I feel like if I get to this in August, I'll still remember what the second one was about. So yeah, this is going to be an August read. For anyone who doesn't know, it's A Court of Thorns and Roses, romantasy. Happiness for Beginners, I'm going to get to that in July. The Storied Life of A.J. Vickery, I'm going to put in October, and then I will put A Man Called Ove in August because I want a month in between them because both of these books are about grumpy old men. So I don't want to put that in the same month. I want to spread it out a little bit. If I'm looking at this right now, this means I already have 4 books in July, August, September. I will also have 4 books in October and November, and then 1 book in December. How am I going to do other challenges and other TBR jars and anything else? I should have really read more of these earlier. You know what? I don't need to get to them, but I want to. This is actually also kind of a realization of how many books I own, because this is honestly just a very small percentage of all the books that are on my TBR card and in my cupboards. And yeah, I do need to quit buying books. I'm trying to be better about it. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. When I see a book I want, I usually kind of just get it if it's not too expensive. But the thing is, I keep getting it because it's like, oh, it's secondhand. It's only €5. Let's take it with me. It doesn't fit in my house, and it does add up when you keep buying these books. I need to chill. I need to just read these books. Should I commit to? Yeah, maybe I should. Let's get on with actually defining the books because we still got 4 books and I want to put them in October and November. So right now in November, I have Flawless and Billy Summer. So I've got a romance book and a horror, but it's not really horror. Okay, I think in October I've got The Twice That King and The Storied Life of A.J. Vickery. Then this might be interesting to put with it. There Are Rivers in the Sky. I was excited about this, but I feel like to put it in with one of the summer months, it's just gonna be too much in 1 month. So I'll put it in October. Okay, we've got left A Pale View of Hills, White Nights, and A Lesson Before Dying. I think A Lesson Before Dying is gonna go in November, and I will put A Pale View of Hills in October and White Nights in November. Alright, so this is the list. Yeah. Why am I even showing you? It's really not well written, but I've got 4 books in 5 months, and then in December I only have 1 book. So that way, if I don't finish one of the books, I can get to it in December. I'm gonna try to get to it as long as it's fun, because I don't want to read because I feel like I have to, and I'm not actually excited about the book. But most of these books I am excited about, so I'm sure I'll get at least 16. Maybe next year I'm just going to do the 12 books for 2027 because then it's just going to be 1 book a month. That's very doable, especially if I start the first month And I would like to know if there are any books on your TBR that you set for the year. If you were like, oh, I really want to get to this book in 2026, let me know. I'm very curious. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one where I will hopefully have read one of these books. Bye.